All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today, guys, I have some nice beef short ribs here, and I'm excited about this video because I'm going to be cooking this in my new Michelangelo braiser. We're going to see how this thing cooks, and I'm also going to be eating it with a fork, guys. Wow. Alrighty, so let's jump into this video, and I'm going to show you exactly how I get it done. Alrighty, guys, so for this recipe right here, you can see I have some nice beef short ribs right here. Now these are the sizes that I really like, but I do have some that were a little bit smaller. But nonetheless, all of these guys are going to get washed up, cleaned up, seasoned up, and I'm going to be browning them off inside of my new braiser. And also I'm going to be using for this dish right here, I have me some onions and green bell peppers, some kitchen bouquet for color. Then I have some black pepper, tomato bouillon, seasoning salt, garlic powder, and a little bit of accent. And I might use some of my chicken base. Alrighty, guys, so you can see I have some of my beef short ribs all clean and washed here, patted dry. Now I'm just going to come in and start seasoning this up with my black pepper first. Then I'm going to come in and add some of my seasoning salt to it. And guys, you could use any seasoning that you would like. I know a lot of people only use like black pepper and kosher salt. I was gonna say sea salt, but kosher salt. And I'm just gonna be using a little garlic powder, seasoning salt, black pepper, and my accent. And I'm only using the accent because I'm out of onion powder. So I just get a little bit of this accent over the top of it also. And then I'm just gonna flip this over on the sides, not really on the back side because that's just bone. But I want to flip it on the sides and make sure that I season each side of this so that that seasoning goes throughout my meat. All right, so I'll just come in and season this the same way I did the top. And you want to make sure you season it really well, guys. And this is how everything looks once I got it all seasoned. So now I'm going to move on and get these started browning them off. Alrighty, guys, so this is the star of the show right here. This is my new Michelangelo braiser. I caught this on sale from Amazon. I thought it was $44 that I paid, but it was $54 that I paid. And I think that deal is still on if I'm not mistaken. But inside of here, I just have a little bit of vegetable oil. And I'm just going to get these down. I'm not going to crowd this pan. I want these to really sear and lock in those juices. So I'm not going to crowd it. If I crowd it, it's going to just start boiling, and that's not what I want. All right, so after about maybe 3 or 4 minutes, you can see that has a nice golden brown color on it. That's exactly what you want. And you just want to turn them on their sides. You want to get all sides of these browned off. All right, so once I get all of those sides browned off, guys, then we are going to come back and we are going to get these out. You see they have a nice brown color on them. They are by no stretch of the imagination done yet. But we are just going to get these out, set them aside, and then I'll come and put in my second batch. And guys, I noticed right away that this brazier holds heat really, really well. And I didn't even have to have this on like a high fire to really uh braise it. To sear it. All right, so this is my second batch coming out. All right, so once we get this last one out, I noticed right away that I wasn't going to be able to fit all of these inside of here. So I just put the rest of them inside of a Ziploc bag like this, put them in the freezer, and I already know what I'm going to use those for. All right, so now I'm just coming in with my onions and my bell peppers. And we are just going to sweat these down a little bit. Now you could add carrots to it, celery if you want. I'm not real big on celery, and I never really keep carrots on hand like that. So it's always just going to be basically green bell peppers and onions for me. Maybe red bell peppers, but you can add to this anything that you would like, any vegetable you would like, I should say. All right, so we're just going to move that around, pull up those bits and pieces down on the bottom. All of that is flavor. Now I'm coming in and adding my tomato bouillon to it. And we're just going to give that a nice mix. And this is where some people would add tomato paste, but I didn't have any tomato paste, but I know that this tomato bouillon is pretty good and has a nice flavor, so I decided to just add this to it. And after I get that added, then I'm going to come in and start adding some flour to it. All right, and I'm just going to get this flour mixed in, let it cook for a couple of minutes to get rid of that flour taste. And then I will be back to add a little liquid to this. All right, guys, I am back. You're going to add some water to this now. You can add beef broth if you would like, chicken broth if you would like. But I already have that tomato bouillon inside of here. So that's going to be fine for me. All right. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a little bit more water inside of here. I don't want to add too much because I still have to put my ribs back in here first. So now I'm going to come in and add a little kitchen bouquet inside of here for a little color. You could use W sauce. I'm not going to say that word. You guys know that by now. You can add a little W sauce if you would like. And we're just going to get that all mixed in. Once I get that mixed in, then I'm going to come back and start putting my short ribs back down inside of here. All right, we just want to get all of this inside of here. And then once I get all of it in, I'll come back and add a little bit more water to it just to kind of bring it to the top of my meat. You can already see the flavors that's inside of that meat from browning it off first, searing it first, and tomato bouillon that's inside of this liquid. And I just know this is going to be so good. And you want to get the rest of those juices inside of there. All right, now I'm just adding a little bit more water to this. I don't have to worry about this kind of spilling over or anything once it gets in the oven. All right, so I have this ready now, and you can see this is really already the kind of consistency that I want with my gravy, and it's gonna just cook down a little bit more in the oven. So I put this in the oven on 300 for 2 hours. And after it came out of the oven after 2 hours, 300 degrees, it looked exactly like this. You can see that my liquid has reduced, and my meat is nice and tender. The only thing that I'm going to do is just skim some of this fat off of it. You know, beef short ribs, it has a lot of fat on it. So I just trying to show you how tender it is without really tearing it apart. But you can see this is definitely tender. So all I did is just really skim some of that grease off, and then I actually put it in the refrigerator overnight, and that way I could get up the next morning and any more grease that was left over, it would be hardened and at the top, and I could just easily take it out. Alrighty guys, so this was the next morning right here. Took it out of the refrigerator, took off the rest of that fat from the beef short ribs, and it just left me just a nice smooth gravy. I'm just kind of basting it over the top of my beef short ribs, and these are ready to eat. I had this for my Sunday dinner with some green beans and some white rice. So I'm going to just plate this up, guys, and I'm going to give it a taste test for you with a fork. All right, guys. I am coming in with a quick taste test. This is my beef short ribs, white rice, green beans, and guys, I'm coming in with a fork. Oh God. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I hate eating with a fork, but I'm gonna get a piece of this. You can see how tender that is. Okay. See that? Oops, falling off. Okay. There's so much flavor in that beef. Mm. I'm telling you, you do not have to have 10 and 20 different spices to season your meat. That's just really good. Mm. Green beans, rice. Mm. Mm-hmm. definitely go get you some beef short ribs, guys. Season it however you like. That's good. Alrighty, guys, this was an absolutely delicious meal. I had this for Sunday dinner, and I gave some to my mom and some to her first cousin, and we all absolutely enjoyed this meal. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.